Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. And I couldn't just sit by. I was going to play a game. I was going to do something to do about my day, but I just can't sit by and not let this go through because I have to. This is way too huge of news that people are going to have to go through. Right? As you can see, it's such big news. I'm waving my arms. It's crazy. But what I'm talking about here is what we have is that Joe Biden pretty much was planning to assassinate Donald Trump. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Assassinate. If you guys don't really believe me and you think I'm in the Google law land, well, we have multiple sources here of this saying otherwise. So what we have here is from the Post-Millennial saying, Biden's FBI authorized use of deadly force when necessary during Mar A Lago raid. Law enforcement officers of the Department of Justice may use deadly force when necessary. And this is from, the Kelly, stuff like that. But we're also going to do this as well, because I want you guys to be 100% sure that this was not a fake, this was not a lie. This is also from Newsweek saying, FBI was prepared to use deadly force at Mar A Lago raid. And what we have here is a simple thing that I think it doesn't take very much. So this is from Julie Kelly, alright? What we have here is that tons of new unsealed filings in classified docs case. I will try to post as much as I can. There goes the workout, but this is mind-blowing. FBI authorized the use of deadly force at Mar A Lago. So, it says, law enforcement here in yellow, law enforcement officers of the Department of Justice may use deadly force when necessary. And she goes on to say, oh my god. Armed FBI agents were preparing to confront Trump and even engage Secret Service if necessary. They were going to go door to door to terrorize MIL guests and even pick the locks. Gestapo. So what we have here, now listen here very, very fucking closely, guys, because this is a huge deal. It says here, FBI, MMM, EM, and OSCs will be prepared to engage with POTUS and USSS security team. Should USSS provide resistance or interfere with FBI timeline or accesses, FBI MMM EM will engage with redacted. FBI 8 and FBI 19 will engage with USSS POSC's pure existing relationships. Should MAL guest reception be unwilling to provide a list of occupied guest rooms, FBI search team will knock on each guest room door to door to determine the occupation status. FBI will request a map, list of rooms, and skeleton key card for all rooms from AMOA staff. So that's what's going on here. And now we have a bit more information as well. FBI had a medic on the scene and identified a local trauma center for anyone injured during the raid. And it says here that the B Pacific included email, telephone numbers, local radio channels, and addresses of medical facilities and or EMS, on-site medical support available. Medic, FBI 9, etc., etc. So that was going on here. And then it says, here's the use of deadly force instructions attached to the FBI's operational instructions. Head of Washington FBI field office, when this was executed, Stephen Donatano, recall who authorized the raid, Merrick Garland. The FBI risked the lives of Donald Trump, his family, his staff, and MAL guests for a public publicity stunt to make it look like Trump stole national security files. People need to be arrested for this 100%. So, it was all this. It includes here instructions common to all. Examples include times and dates for specific phases of the operation, coordination, intra-office or with other agencies, warrant verification, danger areas, rehearsals, debriefings, etc. So, that is here. And it says, law enforcement officers of the Department of Justice may use deadly force only when necessary. That is, when the officer has a reasonable belief that the subject of such force poses an imminent danger of death or serious physical injury to the officer or to another person. Deadly force may not be used to solely prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. Firearms may not be fired solely to disable a moving vehicle. Specifically, firearms may not be discharged at a moving vehicle unless, etc. And we have this here as well from Colin Rugg, saying, new. FBI agents who raided President Trump's home in 2022 were instructed to prepare to use deadly force while executing the search warrant. Meanwhile, the left is whining that Trump is going to try to get his political enemies killed if he wins. The Mar A Lago raid was personally signed off by Attorney General Merrick Garland. According to news unsealed court documents, agents were allowed to use deadly force only when necessary. The FBI brought a medic and paramedic with them on the raid and listed a nearby trauma center in case of an emergency. The documents in question were revealed through discovery in the criminal case and were placed on the docket on May 21. Insane. And that's what's all by Julie Kelly. And this is with Merrick Garland. This is what he has to say about it.
There are, however, certain points I want you to know. There are, however, certain points I want you to know. First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the department does not take such a decision lightly.
There we have Merrick Garland pretty much out there saying he officially approved this, which also means that he approved the authority and the ability for the FBI to use deadly force to go after Trump. And let's put this in perspective for you guys, alright? Let me paint this into a whole world to what you guys need to learn. If Trump was actually there at the Mar A Lago at that time with the Secret Service or whatever, there would have most likely been a shootout, and Trump would have potentially have died if he was there, including with his family or whatever. This insane dictator, communistic insanity of a government is crazy. What needs to happen is that Merrick Garland needs to be arrested without a doubt. Needs to be arrested. He needs to be arrested. The FBI needs to be brought to its knees and abolished. And Trump, and by the way, Joe Biden should also be arrested for trying to kill his political enemy. Yes, because this is insanity. This is what we call a dictatorship. This is what we call fascism. We cannot be allowing these monsters, these animals, to be roaming in our country and just going and authorizing deadly force against against another president. That's completely insane. This is asinine. And like I said, this would change everything. And this would put on to belief that, like, okay, this is how crazy Joe Biden is. These people want Trump dead. Plain and simple. And they're showing it in their true colors here. This is the reason why I could not just continue to be playing a game or doing it or whatever, because this was massive. This is massive news. This is too huge. Like, the fact that we have an actual record and an execution continued where it's showing where they have authorized deadly force against Donald Trump is insanity to me. This is completely... If Trump was there, he wouldn't be here right now. 100%. They would have been a drawn-out gunfight. This is insane. This is bloody insane. This is the country that we're living in. This is what fascism and dictatorship looks like, where this is something that we have to deal with, because they don't like Trump so much they would go and authorize deadly force. Insane, guys. Insane. Well, guys, I hope you have a great, wonderful day. That's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my fans. Unbelievable the way we're at right now in this country.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.